Hi guys, and I nervous. Okay, so I am doing this video because I am pregnant, as you can see by the title of this video if you even clicked on it. The reason I am making these videos are to post them on YouTube and have like a video diary, I guess, something like that my child in the future can look back on and just see how we felt about her and everything. And I'm planning on actually getting a camera soon, and just instead of posting on YouTube, just making home videos to keep around the house. I have a camera, but it's a Canon. I'm talking about like an actual camcorder, something that you can actually make home movies on, even though home movies really are a thing of the past. But I really thought that home movies would be cute to keep for kids. I thought I would tell the story of how I found out I was pregnant at 17. I'm 18 now, and I'm still pregnant currently, but it's getting closer to my due date every day, and I thought I would go ahead and start off with a story, not of how I became pregnant, obviously, because that's TMI, but like of how I found out I was pregnant and like everything that we kind of went through. And yes, the baby daddy is still in my life. We actually ended up getting married not too long ago. We've been married for about 2 months now, and our baby will be here very soon, and we are really excited about that. I'm just going to start off by saying that my baby daddy is someone that I never expected to be my baby daddy. Like, I was in a long-term relationship with the dude before I met my baby daddy, and it just wasn't good. I will go into that in another story if anybody even sees this and wants it. But I met him after I gotten out of my bad relationship, and we started dating, and obviously that led to us making our baby. And I found out I was pregnant at 17. I guess I'm considered a young adult, but I still count being pregnant at 17 and 18 as a teen mom. So do with that information what you will. I think it was a week before my birthday. I was supposed to start my period like 2 days after my birthday, I think. So I had a weird feeling come over me. I was like, I feel weird. Like, I didn't feel pregnant. Like, I wasn't nauseated. I hadn't even missed my period. I wasn't nauseated. I didn't have any of the early pregnancy symptoms, so I didn't think anything, but I was just like, my body feels weird. And, you know, like me, I've had stomach problems my whole life. Like, I have bad gallbladder. My appendix will probably eventually go bad, just if it's hereditary. Like, I've just had a bad stomach problems. Anything to do with the stomach and abdominal area, I've always had problems with, and I've always went to the doctor for. So I just remember thinking my body just feels weird. Like, it didn't really feel like, I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel like unhealthy or anything. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt weird. So that day I was like, Mom, I need to go to the store. So my mom took me to the store. My mom was actually the first person that found out that I was taking a pregnancy test, because me and my boyfriend had discussed it, but he was like, oh, well, you know, it's too early to tell, so let's just not worry about it. And the only reason me and my boyfriend wanted to take one is because our protection or condom or whatever you want to call it, I wasn't on birth control, so we only used condoms, and our condom had broke 4 times. And I'm just, this is TMI for you guys, but our condom literally broke 4 different times, and we were just like, well, it's broke that many times, there's a chance you could be pregnant, because like a lot of the time we never knew whenever it ripped. Like, it was always like, it was so bad. So we were just like, well, we know that there's a chance for us to become parents, and we're fine with it. I mean, like, I'm thrilled to have a baby now, but like at the time when we didn't know, we were like, we're not ready to be parents, but we'll be parents when we have to be, because, you know, it's just how it's meant to be. So she had to go grocery shopping, so while she went to the grocery store, I went to the dollar store, and I think I got a $12 pregnancy test, or maybe it was $8, I don't know. I got one of those really expensive ones, the first response ones. I got the 2-pack, so I got one of those. They're not really expensive, but you know. And then I got one of the cheap little dollar ones that they have there, and I came home, I took them, my mom seen them in my bag, so she was like there for me through all of it. She wasn't happy about it, but she was actually there for me. She wasn't going to kick me out or anything. So I took them, and the $1 one was negative, and I was like, okay, you know what, it's still like 6 days to my period, or it's still like 7 to 7 to 6 days to my period, so I'm not going to worry that much about it. I need to test closer to my date, or actually the day I'm supposed to start my period. So I didn't think about the negative tests, and then I took that one 7 days before, and I'm like, I know it's too early, but you know what, I just want to see what it is. So it became 6 days before. So the day after I took the first test, my mom was like, you know, I really want to see if it's positive, because she goes, I tested with the first response, the one that tells you 5 days sooner, and I was 6 days out of my period, like before I started my period. So I tested with that one, and then I waited the time, did what I was supposed to do, waited the time, and then I flipped it over, and then I went in there and talked to my mom, and then my timer on my phone went off. I went back in the bathroom, and I didn't see anything. So I was like, okay, it's negative. I tested too early, because I felt like I was testing too early. And then I walk out to the light, because our bedrooms don't even have good lighting. But I walked out into the light, natural lighting, and I could see a really faint red line. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, Mom, my boyfriend was staying with us at the time because his mom was a nurse and she was around corona cases, so she didn't want him to bring corona in on me where I was his girlfriend. Like, she said that she thought I was pregnant, so that's why she was doing that, even though I wasn't for sure pregnant yet. Like, I didn't even know. But so that's why he was staying with us. He wasn't living with us because my dad does not allow that. I said, Mom, I think I see a faint line. So we went outside where my sisters were. My sisters didn't even know I was taking a pregnancy test. So we walked outside beside my sisters, and my mom goes, there's a second line there. Like, it was so faint, like you could barely see it. And then my sisters were like, I see a line too. And then my other sister was like, this is disgusting, we're just touching your pee, but yeah, we're trying to see if you have a line. But I just had to tell that part because my sister's like, funny. Everybody's seen a faint line, and I went in there and I showed he was my fiance at the time. We were actually engaged before I got pregnant, so that was really good. So he was my fiance at the time. I went there and I showed him, and I said, babe, I said, look, I said, there's a second line on this. And he looks and he goes, no, there's not. And I said, yes, there is. I said, if you look at it in the sunlight, there's a faint line. And he goes, okay. Like, just like the chillest ever. He was playing PS4, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He was playing GTA or something with his cousin, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then, so fast forward to, I think my birthday's on May 5th, and I tested twice May 4th, and I was supposed to start my period May 6th, I'm pretty sure. So I tested twice on May 4th. Both of them ended up being very strong positives, like not faint at all. Like, they were dark, the darkest tests I've ever received. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I found out I was pregnant, or my pregnancy tests were positive. My mom was very supportive of me. Like, she didn't approve of it, but she was very supportive. Like, she was there for me. And my fiance was actually very happy, and he was like, you know, we know that there was a chance for this to happen, so I mean, like, why would I be angry about it? Because we had talked about it before, and like, there's this previous stuff that we talked about that I would love to tell you, but I shouldn't because it's private and that's his life and everything. But that's how I found out I was pregnant, is because I tested 6 days before and it was positive. So that was I feel like my hormones were really strong then, if I can text, because some people can't test that soon. Some people actually have to wait until their actual period date to test, because sometimes their hormones are kind of weak. And so there's that. Found out I was pregnant by accident due to 4 broken condoms. That's fun. That is the story of how I found out I was pregnant at 17. Not the best story. Like, it wasn't dramatic like some of these people are like, oh, I was at school and I started throwing up every day. That's how I realized I was pregnant. Yeah, I'm so glad that did not happen to me. Okay? Like, just saying, like, I could not handle that. But I just thought I would let you guys know I'm not doing this for people to see. Like, if people see it, I don't really care. I'm doing this as like a video diary thing, like I said, to keep videos until I can. If you end up watching this and decide to stick around to see my baby journey, then I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.